What's up guys, it's Captain Production 72 back for the first time in 2 weeks. This is my third attempt at trying to get this recorded without screwing it up. Well, let's hope we can get through this. So, first video in 2 weeks, and that's actually the first point of the update. Well, schedule, I just was unable to find the time to film the video last Tuesday, or on the Monday as well, because work and college bombarded me from both ends. Not to mention, I didn't actually know what I wanted to do. I've reviewed just about everything that I own, so trying to do that wasn't really an option. There's a few sets that I'm going to re-review. Like, there's some that I done way back that could do with a higher quality version. So like, I've done that a couple of times. Like there's, for instance, the 2015 Millennium Falcons one that I really want to redo. The TIE Strikers, another one. Like, a few ones I'd like to redo, but I'd also like to do ones I haven't done yet. So there's that. That's actually the first point of the update, is what happened, but yeah, here we are. It's kind of crazy we're in October. It definitely feels it when I look out the window. You can see how wet, windy, and rainy it all is, but again, I live in the UK, so maybe this is just meant to be normal. But yeah, second point is the shelf, the setup. This has completely changed. The TV used to be over here, kind of at an angle at the window. And, this is the view you'd get from sitting on the bed, but we had the PC there with the keyboard and stuff, but it's changed. So I had that PC since March of last year, 2021. I used it quite a little bit when I got it, but I just didn't really like it too much. I'm not really a computer kind of tech guy, and I'm really only using it for college work. And this course I'm in doesn't require you to do any computer work unless it's in-class computer work. Not to mention the college that I'm attending has such, good IT stuff in the college that you can go and use at your own leisure for weekdays whenever you want. Even if you're not in college that day, it's just that convenience is already there. So I'm doing that. Got Lego Indiana Jones is on. We're going to actually talk about that in a moment, or later in the video rather. But yeah, kind of cool. Got some files up here. Alexa, there are some really cool helmets here, as well as we've got big R2D2 here. I've got my Boba Fett mug with some pencils. I've got a nice cup of coffee right here. Pretty cool. But yeah, I'm really liking this. It looks so much better. Everything around here is kind of, more or less the same. But yeah, much happier with this setup. It did look a bit weird the way it was before, but with the TV nice and centered, it looks so much better. Anyway, let's get into our next point, which is the shelves. The shelves have changed as well. Finally got Lego back on these two shelves, because it's been a while, because they've been storing other things for the last while, so good to have those back in use. The bottom ones are just doing what they do. We've got kind of a Republic thing going on here with the 20th anniversary minifigures. So I'm not going to go in depth showing every little thing on these shelves, but give a quick walk through. It does change every so often. See, this is old to me since I'd done this like 2 weeks ago, but it's new to you because you've not seen it like this yet. I believe I may have put pictures on the channel's Instagram. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I didn't. I have to go double check that. The Z Press 1 always kind of stays the same. Like, I'll change what vehicles were, but it's like the same general sets. And same with the Republic one, it basically just stays the same as well, not too much change. And same with Hoth, it didn't really change that one all too much either. So yeah, let's show you that other shelf. Because that one does look really cool. Up here we've got the probe droid, which I personally feel never really fit up there with the kind of, the TIE ships and the Death Star. So looks really good over here, along with the 2019 Slave One, and from last year the Mandalorian Starfighter, which these are all really cool sets and all look really nice next to each other. So let's move into our next point. So yeah, our next point is what's coming this month, which is this one's a bit hard, right? For a variety of reasons. I have one video that's coming. They'll either be out on Saturday or Tuesday. There will not be one on Friday. At least I don't plan to do one on Friday because I'm going to be really busy Friday. There'll actually be a point in that I'll talk about the surprise video, which you have to wait a while in this video to see what that is. Like I said there, on Tuesday it was a bit hard to figure out what to do. Today was easy because, channel update. I was trying to think of sets or things to review, right? Because the last review I did was a custom minifigure, which I'm also going to actually talk a little bit about because I've got a few ideas for that. But I don't know, some of these sets I've reviewed pretty much everything here, right? And there's a few that I wouldn't mind going back and doing a bit of a high quality, better version of the review. Like there's definitely a few sets here that I think are deserving of that treatment. That I have that I think should be like, I want to review that custom set here. I've not done this. It's that custom TIE interceptor that you can make using the TIE fighter from January 2021, which I'm pretty sure is still available, or is at least about to retire. I don't know. I've not done a review at all. It's a bit dusty actually. I've had this set since April, I think. The 2009 Home 1 Mon Calamari Star Cruiser. I've not done the 2013 Republic Gunship, but I'm actually going to talk about that later in this video because I've got some stuff happening with this really cool, basically classic set now. I've not done the Death Star for obvious reasons. There'll be a few years before I do a Death Star review. The set turned 14 this year, which is kind of crazy. And also, one thing I'd like to point out today is actually the 14th anniversary of Star Wars The Clone Wars. On this day, October 4th, 2008, Star Wars The Clone Wars aired on Cartoon Network for the first time. So that's kind of crazy, 14 years ago. The only other set here that I have not reviewed that I know I can review, like there's a few ones I want to redo, but I'd rather do ones I've not done, and it's this set over here. It's the 2021, summer 2021, the Mandalorian Starfighter, which is a really cool set. I've not done one on this set yet. Again, this is one I've had since I think May. So there's a few sets I've like. I don't review a set instantly when I get it. Sometimes there's like some sets that get done like that. Another set that I've actually just remembered I've not done, which could potentially come the next couple of weeks, is the Republic Fighter Time from this year. Because I remember like from at least a month, maybe more than that straight, I kept reviewing 2022 sets. And somehow this one just slipped on the radar and I've not done it yet. So it would be really cool to get a review on this done since I've not done it, which does surprise me quite a bit. I genuinely thought that, because I've done, the ATTE, I've done this set, I've done that set, I've done quite a few of the new sets, and I've done the minifigure packs, both of them. I've not done this. I've also done the Snowtrooper Battle Pack. I've went nuts with sets, and I just didn't do it, so definitely one that I'm going to have to get done relatively soon. But yeah, things like You Asked It will not be coming back for a while since I've not got the PC and I figure out another format for those videos, or if I'm going to continue that series. It's been pretty dead the last couple of years anyway. But yeah, moving on to the next point. And the next point is, what do I think about the UCS Razor Crest? Would I buy it? No, I won't be buying it. Obviously, for the kind of money it goes for, it's like over £500. It's like the most I've ever spent on any one Lego set here is a Death Star at $250. It's what I paid for that wonderful, wonderful Death Star. Like, really, really cool set right there. I won't be buying it. It does look really cool. It's not a bad set. I'll admit though, it is definitely a shame that they did not make a custom mold for the Mythrol's head. That right there, that was the lost opportunity that I wish they had, taken, or like, I don't know. The rest of the set looks really cool to me. But no, personally, I'll be buying it. In fact, as you can see, I don't actually own the Playscale one, which is something I really should actually buy before it goes away, because I won't be buying a UCS one. Watch me say that in 2 years. Hey guys, this is the UCS Razor Crest. Like, no, I'm not going to do that, but but a silly example. Those are sets here I said I would never buy. Like, I never thought I'd ever buy a 2013 gunship, given what they're worth. I never thought I'd buy a Death Star, so there's some sets I do surprise myself when I do eventually buy them. Let's move on to the next point. The next point is I'm finally using the frame. So I've always used this method for storing my minifigures, just put them in drawers, or, it's just kind of how I've always done it. I've never really changed it up at all. It's just what I've been doing. So I was given a gift back in June. My family, it's a minifigure display case, and I've never really used it, but or a frame rather, and I finally found a way that I like using it. Let me show you. I suppose you can count this as a changed part of the shelf, because we've got the lightsaber hilt there and we've got the two starfighters. But no, I finally found a minifigure that I like putting in the custom frame, and it is a custom clone trooper. That is a Keeley clone that I got in the last video we uploaded. Got over 1,600 views, so people definitely like that. And it's really cool. You can fit quite a lot of minifigures in there. In fact, you can fit 14 minifigures. So custom clones are expensive, but I do plan to keep doing stuff with those. In fact, I'll be talking more about them in this video. But no, definitely finally found a use for that, because it got sat next to my PlayStation for months, and then last month I just randomly decided, Joe, that's what I want to do, because it's custom clones, like, these things cost good money, so it's like, you want to be able to see them. And I thought, this is a cool place, obviously it's by itself, but I plan to add to that. Maybe I'll show that every month we update what I've added to it. Next point. And our next point is the office set. So I'm sure I've talked about it at least once or twice, but the office set is extremely cool, right? Also, we don't get the entire Andor Mifflin office, but it looks really, really cool. Really cool minifigures, and I plan to buy it sometime in the next 6 months. I'm not in any rush. There's a lot of retired stuff or stuff that's going to be retiring that I'd rather buy first, because the office set's going to be on for a while. These other things like are going to go away soon, so definitely need to get those bought as soon as possible. So there is that. But yeah, really cool set, and I've seen a couple of reviews on it, and I definitely really want to buy it. Next point. More custom videos. So that's getting to the point about the custom clone. It was the first time I've reviewed a custom minifigure, and I'm just going to quickly show you the minifigure again. It is a really, really nice looking minifigure. Hit the focus here. Really do like this figure a lot. I give him the blaster, but yeah, I definitely want to make more videos, and it did extremely well. 1,600 views is a lot of views for this channel, so definitely going to do another one. And some custom sets is something else I want to do. Similar to what I was saying about this, but I need to get the info on this. Again, I've forgotten all of it, so I need to go on the website where I got the instructions and basically just mention all that as well, because it was not my design. I obviously made the stand for it, but the set itself was not my design. But yeah, I definitely want to try and get some more of that, because it's a different type of content. Our next point is goal for October. I'm going to give myself a goal of at least 920 subscribers is kind of where I want to get to this month. I don't have any too ambitious goals, but I feel like I'm doing decently well. Like, this year in general has been a really, really good year for the channel, and I just want it to keep going. But definitely get some more videos out than I did in September. Did not get a huge amount out, but I've got some really cool stuff coming up. Like, see if I don't upload a whole lot of videos, I'll at least have trying 1 or 2 videos a month that are like really good, that are something different. That's kind of like something I'd like to try doing. Our next point is gunship parts. So that's something I want to talk about. So I've mentioned that I have had this set since April. It's a really cool classic set. I've got all the minifigures and all the parts, the instructions. I do not own the box, unfortunately, but I've always wanted to review it. But you may notice there are some certain parts on this gunship that are yellow, just especially see it in that back door. It was a lot worse than this when I bought it. In fact, I did replace quite a few parts. I got this one so cheap that when I replaced the parts, it basically still didn't cost nearly as much as a brilliant condition one. I finally made that second Bricklink order after forgetting to do it for quite a while. So once this ship is fully kitted out and all the little yellow bits here and there are completely repaired, there will be a review on this hopefully by the end of the year. So that's another little thing that I've said I'd like to do, and I'm really happy to mention that to you, because this is a really cool set and I definitely want to do something with it. Alright, so our next point is mocks coming. So I used to do quite a lot of mock building on this channel at one point. If you go back to like kind of 2017 through 2018 and a tiny bit of 2019, I used to do it a lot, and then I stopped doing it, and then at the start of last year, the start of 2021, I did do quite a bit of it. And from I've come in this room here, that's kind of stopped, unfortunately. Although I was recently at the Lego store, I'll show you this, I got some more parts, some really good pieces. I did get them in one of those cups. I just ended up putting all the parts in that bag, but you can see, let me get the focus here. You can see a decent kind of selection of parts were in this bag. Just see what was in here, but yeah, I do want to build something. Like, they're not going to come extremely frequently, but I do want to start getting something out. Some sort of mock would be nice. It's just maybe not this month, I don't know when. I mean, I'm off today, I'm not working or in college, so it's like, today probably would be the ideal time to try and maybe sit down and build something later on, I don't know. But, it's something, I don't know what the mock would be, but it's like something desert, kind of Tatooine or Geonosis themed, is kind of what I'd like to go for. Because I feel like I'm very confident when it comes to building. Maybe something Coruscant, because I get a lot of God class windows, so we can maybe build like a kind of Republic invasion or something, or Separatist invasion of Coruscant, something like that is a potential idea that I would like to explore with mock building. Our next point is the surprise video. So, drum roll, here it is. I'm going to ComicCon this Friday. well, this Friday I leave for ComicCon, that's why there's going to be no video because I'm working and then leaving. But yeah, so there'll be a vlog style video called, it'll be kind of titled like Lego Hunting at ComicCon. It's something, I've never really done any type of videos outside of my bedrooms before. Like, my bedroom is where all the videos typically stay. I've never vlogged going to a Lego store, I've never done anything like that. It's not really the type of content I've ever really set out to do, but I'm trying to branch out and get some, like, well, I've been doing this channel for 7 years, and every single video basically took place in the confines of my bedroom. Or, well, 3 basic rooms over those 7 years. But, you know, I feel like it's time to maybe change that, and, you know, again, this is not something that will happen frequently, but I've got some ideas, so I'm going there with another YouTuber called Terror Killer T1. And you know, this is what these bags are for. So I have a lot of duplicate minifigures, as well as a lot of first order minifigures that I kind of don't care for whatsoever. I've got also occasionally the Jago minifigure, a Han Solo. Now look, those are both double minifigures. With those cases, I got those cases when I bought my Death Star, because the seller gave me all the minifigures in those cases, but I don't really use them, and it's like these are 2 figures I have duplicates of with a minifigure card with them, so it's like these would be the best ones to trade. Got my spare Jabba the Hutt in there as well, because I have 2 Jabba the Hutts from 2012, this one, and then the one that's in here. The reason I have 2 is when I got one of them at the start of last year, I never thought I'd be able to afford the palace, so it's like I also have a Salacious B. Crumb. There's a couple valuable-ish figures in there, not so valuable ones. I've taken those to kind of trade with vendors to see, like, instead of spending a lot of money, see if I can make any trades, which is something I'd done at the last ComicCon, which is how I got the R2-D2 that's over here. I traded some unwanted Lego items, and that's how I got this really cool R2. It does talk and stuff. So yeah. We have, as well as the 2006 X-Wing Starfighter. Might see if I can. It's not got the minifigures. It is a complete set, but it's like I don't want 2 X-Wings on my shelf unless they look the same. And I like the 2012 one a hell of a lot more than I do the 2006 one. Not a knock against it, it's a cool set, but I just like 2012 more. But yeah, I'll be doing a kind of vlog style video of, like, you know, something like that will be coming out when I go. So yeah, that's just something different that I thought that you guys, the subscribers, would really like, something different for you. Let's move on to the next point. Our next point is Jabba's Palace rumour. So speaking, we're not Jabba's Palace. There's a rumoured set that we're getting an 18 plus set. So kind of like how I've got, the only one I bought this year was the Dagobah Jedi training, the other little coat plate, you know, do it or not, there is no try. We're getting one of these apparently, and it's going to be Jabba's throne room. So kind of like the little room you see, I'm not going to pull this out, but kind of like that little room there, you've got a little throne and stuff. Something similar to that, apparently. It's going to have like Jabba the Hutt and stuff, and it'll be cool because Jabba the Hutt has not been in a set since 2013. That's why that minifigure's worth quite a lot. So it'll be kind of cool to get something in it with him. I would definitely buy it if it is coming out. Yeah, I've already got the palace, but you know, it'll be kind of cool to put next to this. I would not mind a little shelf for these. I don't like the Death Star Trench Run all that much. I'm not paying for a trash compactor because my Death Star has one built in. Like, it's cool if you don't own the Death Star, but I personally don't need it. Next point. So our next point is Lego Indiana Jones. So I've actually, during filming this update, I've had to cut the camera occasionally, and I've actually been playing this. So this is the original Indiana Jones Lego game. I bought this over a year ago. I've seen the movies like 6-7 years ago, all of them, and you know, I've got the box set and whatnot, and I'm there. The other game is there, Indiana Jones 2, which I bought the other week, but I've started actually getting into the Lego game, and I'm definitely want to buy a Lego set. See, predominantly my entire shelf, in fact, everything on my shelves is actually Lego Star Wars. There's nothing here that isn't. The only non-Star Wars stuff is what's in this drawer, and the one thing I do own from Lego Indiana Jones, or Indiana Jones in general, other than the box set, is this original minifigure from 2008, 14 years ago. Still a really cool looking minifigure. And so I decided I'd like to buy some more, not just for the collection, but as a review on the channel, something different. See, this year I think I have reviewed what? I don't think I've reviewed anything this year that's different, other than like one Ninjago set, but that's really, it's something different, plus I've been really enjoying the game playing through it. I'm currently playing through the Last Crusade, and then after that, I'm interested to see what the next game is, because I can see I bought this the other day, you can see bits of the other movies on it, but it also has Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, so because they just take all of those and shove it into this game with another one. I'm going to be interested to see how that looks. I'm hoping it's not exactly the same, like maybe they changed up the missions or something, I don't know. But yeah. hopefully get some those sets on video, because that'd be really cool. Our next point, and our final one, what I think of Andor. So I saved this for last. I originally was going to do the special kind of like surprise ComicCon related thing last, but I thought let's save this till last because this has spoilers. So personally, I've today on Tuesday I only just watched the episode that came out I think last Wednesday. It took me only a week to actually sit and watch episode 4. The first three, again, this is spoilers, just personally did not do anything for me as a Star Wars fan. It didn't feel like Star Wars in any way whatsoever, to be honest, but it's starting to get that Star Wars vibe from it. Like, the only Star Wars thing it was kind of Star Wars in it was when they kept talking about things like the Empire, and we saw that kind of symbol. I think it was either Republic or Separatist, I don't know, but it's not my favourite Star Wars show. People went after Kenobi with a lot of hate. I prefer Kenobi so far. Like, maybe that's because I had Ewan McGregor in it. Maybe I'm a bit biased there, but well, not biased. Maybe that's the wrong word. But I think I preferred Kenobi so far this year. Again, I've had Book of Boba Fett, Kenobi, and now Andor. I think Kenobi may have been my favourite, which might be an unpopular opinion in the Star Wars community, but there you go. Anyway, this has been channel update for October. Cannot believe we're in October. This year has flown right in. It's been a real good year for the channel. So, again, on Saturday or Tuesday, you're getting that video. It'll be getting filmed on Saturday, and there'll be some editing. Like if I buy something, I'll edit a little price to pop up on screen or whatever. But this has been a decently long update video, so I hope you've enjoyed it. Again, let's see what we can get done this month. Hopefully more than last month, and who knows, right? Maybe I'll have a mock video coming out soon, or another custom minifigure review, or even a custom set review. Well, technically that counts as an alternative build, but yeah. See you guys either on Saturday or Tuesday, so let's see what happens.